Hey everybody, it's Trey from Retroactive Pedals. I am sitting here working from home and I play so much guitar, and I figured I'd start maybe trying to demo a couple things while I'm sitting here and getting some ideas across. During COVID, I had released this pedal called the Emblem Exclusive, and I realized I didn't really put any demos or talk too much about it. So two Jordan Boss Tone style pedals. On the left side, you have germanium clipping. On the right side, you have your standard silicone, and there's a relay that kind of goes between the two. So it's kind of like a fake channel select switch. Germanium naturally has a lower volume, so you can get some really cool tones by just kind of cycling through as like a channel select switch. As if you know anything about Boss Tone circuits, the attack is kind of like the pot comes first in the circuit, so it's sort of like an attenuator, similar to how your guitar volume knob works on other circuits. And so I figured I'd just try to run through a couple basic sounds so you can get the general idea of what it sounds like. We're going to start on the germanium side. First of all, I'm playing through my Supro 16 RH. I think it's 1606 RH is the model. Let me double check for all those. 1605 RH reverb head, 6 watts. Sounds like this. I'm on the bridge pickup. Got a little reverb coming from the head. So I'll click on the germanium side. This is going to be at 0% gain. So I'll put the gain at about 50%. Start to get a little unhinged and break up a little bit. Now we'll go to 100. Back down 0. So yeah, I'm not a demo-y type of guitar player. Obviously, I'm not a shredder or anything. I'm kind of fingerstyle guy, so bear with me as I kind of just fumble through some of these things. We'll flip over to the silicone side, and we'll start at 0% on the attack as well. So you can notice that it's a little bit of a kind of midier, nasalier sound, and I'll kind of go back and forth. So here's the silicone again. Germanium. Put the silicone at about 50%. To 100%. So now I'll cycle between the germanium at 0 and the silicone at 100 as like a channel select thing. So here's germanium. Pretty subdued. Silicone. So now I'll put the silicone at 0 and we'll do the germanium at 100 just for... So that's the silicone at 0. This germanium at 100. Let me bump up the germanium volume a bit. Silicone. So now I'm going to go to the middle pickup, see if we can, now we'll start on the germanium on the middle pickup. Silicone. Now we'll go to the neck. Now I'll do everything at 50%. So attack and attacks. The only thing you really need to change here is the volume, because like I said, the germanium is going to be a little quieter. The silicone's a bit louder. So here's germanium, 50%. This is silicone at 50%. So let's go back to the germanium at 0, because this is kind of my favorite setting. I think I'm going to build a pedal with this fixed at this sort of gain stage, and I have another plan with some other circuits I want to put in there. But this setting is really cool because it can push other pedals into a nice, really kind of sort of breakup-y area. So I'll go back to the bridge pickup on the germanium at the least amount of attack. I think that's just a really nice sort of breakup. And I'll also work the volume now. So I'm going to turn the volume knob a little bit down now. So this is at 100%. Work that down a bit. Nice little, and then you can obviously crank the volume a bit. So it works pretty well with the volume. So I'll put the volume on the pedal back and volume on the guitar up. Back to the silicone. I'll put the volume on the guitar down a bit with the silicone. Turn the attack down as well. Turn the volume up a bit on the pedal. So pretty versatile, going between the two channels. It has a nice little breakup on each side, and you can obviously excuse me, turn that up more or less. I only built 25 of these because I had these little moth emblems lying around. I thought they were really cool. I have them as pins, so if you buy the pedal, the pin comes with it. This is the retro logo. It's just a moth that I took a picture of a long time ago coming out of its cocoon. I thought it was pretty cool. So I only have 25 of these, or much less now because I sold a few. But yeah, that's why it's called the Emblem Exclusive, because I put this little logo here in the middle. You know, I'll try to do a little bit more of this type of stuff, just because, like I said, I'm sitting here not really doing much else aside from work, playing a lot of guitar, so I have a lot of time to come up with content or whatever and talk about gear. I've been playing a ton of pedals. I've been using a stereo setup, these low wattage Supro, and then on the right side I have this Epiphone Valve Junior. Really digging the low wattage sort of stereo setup. So I have a bunch of ideas for stereo type of pedals, and when I say stereo, I don't mean true stereo. It's just going to be like a JFET sort of splitter buffer situation that I'm just splitting the signal into two different outputs. But I've been using that type of idea to go to two different amps, and I've come up with tons of crazy circuits that I think will really work well. And this germanium side is one of them that I came up with. I think I'm going to do a germanium style boss tone fixed at zero gain, going into a fixed dot chaser delay. So the dot chaser will be just to the right output, and then the left output would be just the fuzz. So both outputs get the fuzz, but just the right side gets the dot chaser. It's super cool, super wide sounding, and I'll probably do another video on that pretty soon. But I'll try to do as much more of this as I can. But that's it for now. So I appreciate you hanging out, and have a great day. Thanks.